G'day guys, welcome back. Welcome to Pouring Your Heart Out and welcome to another Blob Larimar video attempt. My last one was much better than my first one. The center was a bit big, but if you look at the actual blobs, they're quite nicely defined. So I'm going to try again, and I'm not going to use glitter this time because I know glitter floats. So I'm just going to put some little stones in the middle. And I'm going to try for like a browny, orangey kind of a tone. Christine Harper did one the other day. Hi, Christine. Start Blooming is her YouTube channel. I'll link Christine's and Nicole's Pure Pour in my description down below. So you can check out both of their Blob Larimars. They're both beautiful. So anyway, Christine did one. I think she put blue in it, and for some reason it came out like, I don't know, browny orange tones, and I thought, oh yes, that's my next colour to choose. So I'm going to do that. And also what Christine did, she kind of dabbed a little bit of colour on the edges of her mould. Brilliant idea, Christine. So I am taking inspiration from Christine, and I'm going to just sort of dab a little bit of this brown, oops, that's a bit much, brown marker powder just around. Doesn't have to go everywhere, like don't have to cover the whole thing, because it'd be nice to see a little bit of the other colours coming through, whatever they may be. I'm using like a brown, a yellowy tone and a red, so we'll see how that goes. The red, I'm just hoping doesn't go pink, but the red and the yellow may make like a little orange, which would be nice, orange tone. So there we go. I think that'll be enough. So that is Arteza Caramel Brown. Just a little bit of that. I'm just going to take it over here and give it a blow over my bin, like so. I have made a little bit of a mess on the mould, so I'll get one of my baby wipes and just clean up that edge there where I've gone over with the powder. As you're dusting it on, it sort of goes everywhere, doesn't it? It goes everywhere. So give it a bit of a clean there. Okay, I think that's pretty good. And now that it's wet now because of that baby wipe, so I'm just going to dry it with my little microfiber cloth. You don't want to get any paper towel in there, nothing that's rough, like so. Okay, still see a little drip there. Nothing that's rough that's going to scratch your mold. All right, so that's me done. I wanted to do that first. I'm going to go and mix up my resin now. I'm going to use the Artline Honey, and I will link this one for you down in the description as well. I am going to do 115 grams of A and 55 grams of B. So it's going to give me 170 grams. It won't fill this large chunky edge mold. It's got crystal edges, large chunky crystal edge mold, but we don't want it to fill up. The more shallow molds tend to have a better effect with this particular Blob Larimar. Resin is mixed, divided. Now I've got two whites, one for the base white, one for the top white. They both got 30 grams, 1 ounce, that's those two. And then I've got for my brown 25 grams, my yellow 25 grams, and the red 15 grams. I thought I'll just try an ink rather than a powder this time. Last time I used the powder and I don't really see it anywhere. So I thought I'm just going to introduce another colour and see how that goes. When I do my regular Larimars, or ages ago, you might have remembered me doing them, and I want to get back to them because they're so much fun. This is fun too, trying something new. I like the challenge. I love challenge. Okay, so the regular Larimars, white, and then a dark, and then a lighter, and then a clear. Or you could have really light, which is kind of what I'm doing today. But then I'm going to put the white on the top. which is what Nicole does. I think that's the difference that makes that sort of blobby look. So for my first white, I'm just going to pop it on the scale there because I want to weigh it. There's something in there. I want to weigh 20 grams. So I'm going to go back to 0. Oh, wrong one. Wrong one. Where's my other one gone? Oh, there it is. So Octopus Fluids do a few different whites. That's the Enoki. It says strong effect. This is Pom Pom, light effect. I'm going to go with the Enoki, the strong effect, for Petries or anything that you want to drop down. So this has obviously got a little bit more white pigment paste in it. Give it a good shake. So anyway, Christine did 20 drops, but I actually want to weigh the 20 drops and just see what it weighs because I like to weigh my things out so I know for next time. Nicole suggested 1/2 gram of Enoki, so I'm going to see what 20 drops weighs. Right, here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, get in there, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. That's only 25.25 grams. Not a lot. In 30 grams, but let me stir it up and we'll have a look. So the aim for this particular pour from Nicole Martin, she says the first layer of white has to be quite transparent and then the second layer more opaque. So we'll try that. It looks quite transparent. I don't know, because Nicole said 1/2 gram and this is only 1/4 gram. Oh gosh, it weighs different now. It's got the stick in it. Look, I'm just going to go with it. Trial and error, hey? Trial and error. It does look quite pale, but anyway, let's do this. So the first layer just goes in to coat the bottom. So this is my large chunky edge live edge mold. Just push that over so that it coats the bottom. And that'll hopefully give it a little bit of time for any sort of bubbles to come up, if there are any. Okay. Right. The next one. So yeah, I was saying 30, 30, 25, 25, 15, and then whatever's left, there's a little bit there for my middle. If you were using a glitter, mix up a little bit of this with your glitter first to make a paste. That way it hopefully won't disperse too much. All right, I'm going with darkest to lightest because that's how I do my Larimars. 1, 2, 3, 4. We'll try 4 first. And it looks very dark in there, doesn't it? But when you sort of hold your stick up, you can see that it is still transparent. Make sure that it's mixed really well and not streaky. I guess it's all right. It's always hard to know because each colour that you use, like I know I've done this before, but different colours. And sometimes, I think with this one, I wrote down what I did. I always write down what I did just so that I can look back on it. I did 3 drops. of turquoise and 3 drops of crimson. So each is a little bit different, I guess. Okay, and then this one. 1, 2, 3, 4. We'll try 4 on that one as well. Nicole uses Liquitex acrylic inks. I don't have Liquitex. I've got these that I bought ages ago. They're Montmartre. Wondering if they'll work. Has anyone tried the Montmartre with Larimars? Anyway, that's another test. Another test coming up to see if the type of acrylic ink makes much difference. I think that's good. Move those out of the way. Now the red, I mean, I've only got 15 grams in there and I don't want it to be too dark. And get it out. Oops, I'm just going to try one first. Because if I was doing, if I was doing this as an interference powder, it would be quite transparent. So we'll just do one and see how that goes. It's quite strong anyway, isn't it, with 1 drop, even though it's got less ink there. And I thought I'd try and match the colour of the stones to sort of the side. I have no idea what this is going to look like. I just hope it doesn't go pink. I want it to go browny, orange, sort of autumn, fall colours. Now, Nicole and Christine both used Cast and Craft. I don't have any Cast and Craft. I'm going to use my Bloom. And I've got 30 grams in here, so let's try 3 drops. Oops, might happen if I opened it. One. What am I doing? Why haven't I? Oh, I turned it the wrong way. There we go. Silly me. 1, 2, 3. 3 little drops. Give it a wipe, pop it back upside down, that way it's ready to go next time we want it. Because it's quite a thick paste. And if you haven't got it upside down, it can take a little while for all that paste to come down to the nozzle so you can use it. So I just keep mine upside down, it's ready to go. So this is the strength or opaqueness that I use for my 3D blooms. 10 grams of resin per 1 drop. And it is more opaque, so that's good. More opaque than that first layer was, so let's just hope that works. Excuse the noise, I've got my carpenter out the front building a new deck. I'll close the door. I don't think it'll make much difference because he's just out there. Yes, new deck. To the front door. A patio. Okay, so next thing we need to do is we're going to do a puddle. I hope that's dark enough. You know what? I want to add just a touch of black into that. I do like my first layer to be quite dark. I'm going to add a drop of black, lamp black acrylic ink, also by Holbein or Holbein. There we go. It kind of went down the side, so I can, if I need more, I can take a little bit more off the side of that cup. Because it's got a lot of white going on in here. 2 different whites. So I don't want it to come out too light. Okay, yep, that works. Oops, it's a bit streaky. Another stir. That's better. All right, pouring this in the middle. And if it's working, then it'll sort of go under the white. The white will come up over the top and give like a fuzzy kind of a look. And if it does that, then it's hopefully a good thing and it should work. Right, that's that one done. So basically we're just going to do 2 little puddles of these two. That goes in the middle as well. So we're not looking to fill the mold up. The good thing about having a slightly deeper mold is you can use it as a deep mold, and then of course you can use it as a shallow mold as well, with filling it up only halfway. All right, now loops with the red. Round we go. Not sure what the loops do, but we're looping. I have a little bit in the center like that, just in case that's going to look pretty. Okay, that's it. Won't scrape that. Okay, and now the white. In loops again. I'm trying not to make the loops too thick, but just come out the way they want to come out. Around we go until that's all used up. Beautiful. Okay, I'm going to give it a quick little torch so I can see lots of bubbles there on the surface. And then the push, not quite sure how much is here. Just goes in the middle. Probably about halfway, maybe. I don't think I need any more than that. I'll leave a little bit left there, and then some of this. Now, do I have a little spoon? Yes, I do. Little spoon, do that so I don't drop anywhere it shouldn't go, because I've done that before. Dropped a piece like over here somewhere. I actually want to try, and I think I might have said that to you last time, I want to try using my syringe to suck the middle out and not actually put any stone in the middle. But I'm a bit scared to do it because I'm not sure how it's going to affect the actual blob Larimar design. So yeah, haven't done it yet, but I will. I want to see what happens. Try and get that looking pretty, and in the center. If you're not quite sure where your center is, you can wait until the resin's almost closed up, because it will tell you where the center is, rather than guessing and putting it in too early. All right, so that's basically it now. Last little torch. Shall we do a time lapse? Let's do a time lapse and see what it's going to do. All right, I think it has cured. I've just taken it out of my food dehydrator because I wanted it to cure fast tonight, so it's still a bit bendy. Don't know, it was more white on the top and it's kind of all sunk, so hopefully it's not going to be blobby on the other side. That's all I'm hoping. Colours look pretty though. These little edges are still really soft because it's been in that food dehydrator at about 45 degrees Celsius. All right. I've only filled it up halfway, so only half of the colour's gone. I have to clean it out myself. Okay. Do you think it's worked? I can see a bit of clear centre. Hopefully that white has closed over. All right, let's have a look. See what's happening. All right, well, it didn't work the way that I wanted it to, but it's still quite pretty. I know there's a lot of white in the center there, but if you look really carefully, you can see these little tiny petals all the way around. And the colors here, the color blending is really pretty. I like that. Got some sort of Larimar effects around the outside there. But no blobs. But that's resin for you. And look, different products, different resins, different pastes, different temperatures, they all make a difference. But all we're going to do is, keep trying. But look, I'm happy with that. It has got a bit of white there, but it's not ugly, put it that way. So try again. I'll be doing it again. So thank you so much for watching. Hopefully you've enjoyed the video. There's the edges there that I dusted. They look pretty, don't they? And hopefully it's sort of given you a little bit of idea on what works, what doesn't work. And yeah, like I said, it's just resin. We'll try again. All right, looking forward to seeing you all again for the next video when I try again. All right, thanks for watching. Bye for now.